G'day everyone, it's SDS SuperCoach, providing SuperCoach content for you. I'm here to present a round 7 preview and also a new little series that I just thought, you know what, it's like two videos into one, two video ideas in one here, just because it just makes more sense doing it this way. But we're going to do a quarter time season review. So this is just a season review so far this season. So we're going to do a mixture of both. So yeah, keen for this. Anyway. Let's go into history 2023. All right, so how have we gone so far this year? I think it's been a solid start. Now, obviously, as you can see, 81,563 round one rank isn't that good, but obviously, I've certainly tried my absolute best to make sure that we've kept going down the ranks, and I've had to use a lot of trades. So far, we've used 5, 7, 9. 11 trades. Well, I think that counts this week. No, I could be wrong. No. So, sorry. Wait, I can't count. 12 trades, which ain't too good. Have used a lot of my trades. So, but it is upgrade season, so there's not much we can really do about it. We had to really fix our side for sure. So 81K rank in round one. We started Fife. We started Stewart. We did some terrible things in our starting team. So we had to certainly adjust that. Dropped down to 57K, then 40, 37, 21, and we're now 11K, which I'm fairly happy with. I was thinking, now I do still think that this team's off to a good start, but we've still got 3/4 of the season left to go. So what have our trades been? So as we can see, my team value is at 12,156,200, which I think is about par, but it could be a little bit lower than some. I've picked some bad rookies. Let's review some of the trades that we've done. So round two, we had to trade out Tom Stewart, and we brought in Nick Dacos for him. Successful trade, very good. I didn't start Sheasel either round one. I decided to go a different route in Flanders. Another terrible start, but yeah, we had to trade our Fife. I just thought key forward. I thought they'd be playing some pretty bad sides early, but what turns out to be St Kilda are really good and Freo are terrible. So we've certainly made that move. Dacos and Sheasel trade-ins. Fife and Stewart out. That's very good. All right, round three, we did a boost before the price rises, I believe. So Chandler came in, good trade. Zeeble, good trade. Setterfield, okay. We missed out on some of those big scores. And he's sort of dropped off a bit. I think he's playing injured Setterfield. So it's not a disaster. I think he had to go that route, to be honest. Chester out, good. Jones out, probably a bit prematurely. So probably should have been Callahan, but whatever. And then Flanders out, awful starting pick, this bloke. Yeah, that was shocking. So bad one there. Round four, English for Darcy. Now, Darcy has turned it around a fair bit. But at the same time, English has still outscored him, I think, by 25 points from this trade. So maybe a side swap I didn't need to do, but English is just ridiculous and super consistent. You don't know with Darcy. So, I mean, he's doing a lot better now, but I don't hate this trade. Traded out Callahan. Now, okay, I'll tell you why I traded out Jones before Callahan. I do remember this. Just in case Jack Bowes was a must-have, Callahan was going to go up in price. Jones was about to stay the same. I wanted the money required just in case Bowes was a must-have to do that. So that was really the reasoning. Ideally, I wanted to trade out Callahan first. I think for this last game, I don't think I had him on field, which was a good thing. Jones has made a bit more money, a little bit more solid on field, so is what it is. Rowson's an awful trade in, as you can see in round 5. I traded him out the week after. I was like, had enough, dead rookie by the seams of it. So that was an awful pick. I chose Rowson over Phillips, so that was bad. Doherty out for Stewart. That seems like a good trade. And then Rowson for Van Rooyen seems like a good trade. So as you can see, most of these trade-ins, trade-outs have been good up until probably round 6, where Baker, you could make the argument to get rid of him then. Mackenzie was a good move, and Ginby out. you probably could have held him if you wanted to, I guess, hope for his cash in to refix itself. So we went Darcy Parish, we went Matthew Johnson and Roberts. Johnson, hopefully he can just have a good game. Roberts was a bad trade-in, but I think he had to do it because he scored a 93. You can't predict injuries, unfortunately. And Parish, I would have preferred Merritt, but at the end of the day, I think Parish can be my M7, M8 this year, along with Tom Green. So is what it is. I might still try to get Merritt. I might get all the Essendon midfielders at this point. So see how that goes. So yeah, look, I think as we can see with my 2022 season, where we 55k, so bad start there. But I guess if we're correlating it to round 6, if we're correlating it to round 6, I'm actually 7k above where I was this time last year, which I'm fairly happy with at this stage. Had a little bit more team value, but I think the cash gen's been a lot worse this year due to sub rule and just some of the rookies not being as good as we thought. And also as well, a trend that you can see is that I've used 12 trades already. Here I've used 3, 5, 6, 7. So that's 5 less trades for me, which probably isn't the greatest, but is what it is. So quarter time huddle. I don't know what I'm saying, but I think it's been a good start to the quarter. We just got to keep upgrading the side, getting these rookies off field. Hopefully by half time, round 12, we certainly look at hopefully staying in a positive rank as we currently are, hopefully by a fair bit. But this is a tough season of SuperCoach. I was saying to Brad yesterday, and this might be an unpopular opinion, but it might just be true. I reckon if a top 2% finish this year is more impressive than a top 1% finish last year. This might ruffle a few feathers, but I said this before the season started, and I think it is pretty relevant now. Last year was pretty easy. I think we've already had more carnage than we did last year, to be honest. So we've had a lot of twists and turns with carnage. I thought last year was pretty easy. So come to think of it, I'm actually a bit disappointed that I guess I only finished 2,000. But my first ever top 1% score, and we're obviously going to look for a second one. So yeah, so that's how we stand. Just got to keep making the right trades. Obviously, a couple of trades haven't worked out, but I'd like to think that some of the trades that I've done this year, just due to not overreacting, not sort of ruining your structure to get certain blokes in, just going by your gut, that sort of thing. So I think that's what I'm going to currently stick to. And as we go into the round 7 preview, by the way, if you have LDU, I'm so sorry that he's out. That has been an ideal trade for people. And look, to be fair, I think that's pretty stiff because I think that was the right trade in. But it's just how it's worked out, unfortunately, for some people. So I don't know how long he's going to be out, but I'm thinking maybe, hopefully just a week. But I think he's playing injured, so I think that's pretty bad. You can trade him out if you want, if it can get you to 2 premiums, that sort of thing. So yeah, leave in the comments down below what your thoughts on what else I can do in the quarter time season review. I've certainly been happy with how we've started. I mean, I guess not started, but how we've sort of built ourselves to get into a nice position this year. So I'm pretty happy with that. But we just got to keep trading smart and all that stuff. Now, as I said, not ruining your structure, just sticking to your gut, like that sort of thing. Now, we've got a couple of options for trades this week. There's 2 options, and I think I know which one I want to do. I'm not a big fan of it, but I think it's just this year I've just made sure, all right, just don't overreact, just be smart, what works with your structure, that sort of thing. So what am I doing? So this is probably what I'm going to do. McKenna out and Wilmot out, so 2 trades. So probably helps not burning a trade at this point since I've used so many, but I think a lot of people in that same position. We bring in a couple of Hawthorn boys, Seamus Mitchell, and I have enough to bring in Will Day. So that's one less rookie off field with doing this. And that's obviously the aim with trades for me at this point in the season. I think that's the aim for a lot of people, where you're just trying to get rookies off the field. So this would be the move. So a couple of Hawthorn boys, Seamus Mitchell, negative 75 break even. I think he's a bloke. I think he's a must-have, to be honest, at the end of the day. Speaking of Day, we got in Will Day. About this, but not happy. I'm not confident with Will Day, but I think it just works with my structure mainly. I'll show you the other trade option that I've got, but yeah, I'm not super keen on Day. I don't know. Like, Sam Mitchell's a bit of a weird coach. He could move. He could just do some weird stuff with that midfield rotation. We've played well the past couple of weeks. What if they just put Day on a wing? Like, they could just do that to ease him back in. So I'm not totally thrilled with this trade-in. I think there's a couple of red flags there. The bloke I would have preferred is Cornelio, but it doesn't really work with my structure. And also in two trades, I can't even get him. So yeah, Day, I think this is probably what I do. I'm not super thrilled about it. Hopefully there's no late outs. Otherwise, we're in a bit of strife in the back line this week. I think the move next week would be to bring in Chincotta for Cowan. I don't think Cowan's going to come back into the side for a little bit. So, and also he's just not very good, not that good of a rookie. So another thing we could do if we wanted, actually no, we'd probably end up leaving Mitchell on field this week. See how Day goes. I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. I mean, as I told you guys in the last video, I really don't like bringing in Hawthorn players. I don't know why. I guarantee you if this doesn't work, Hawthorn bias. Yeah, but I think it's just what works with my structure. And if he ends up being a keeper, that's fine. Like, he can be maybe a D7, F7, that sort of, D7, M9 sort of thing. But I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be able to get to 22, 23 premiums this season. So we'll just have to see how we go. But hopefully Will Day isn't too bad too bad for pickup. Hopefully they just slot him straight back in the midfield, and we'll just see how we go. I really love Will Day, but yeah. I think I prefer him over Sicily. I mean, Sicily's more reliable, I guess, but I don't know. It's a bit frustrating watching Sicily this year, and I'll tell you what, some of the comments he's saying over the past couple of weeks are really pissing me off. Captain of the club, and you're just pissing off every Tasmanian known to man. So yeah, if he had his time again, he wouldn't say that. So yeah, I don't know. You want to pick players that you enjoy. I really enjoy watching Will Day. At this point in time, I don't really enjoy having Sicily, but whatever. So I think I'm going to get in Day. It's an easy 1 up, 1 down sort of thing. And if he turns out to be a keeper at 454, that might just have to be a move that we do. But I'm not confident on this. You can, and it doesn't affect his structure, I'd get in Cornelio. But I think that's what I'm thinking of doing. So I'll show you the second option on what I could look to do. Actually, hang on. Before we do that, I'll show you what it would look like if we went with this. So Tom Green would come into the side, obviously, for Roberts. Now, and also Madden would come on for Marshall. Now, what would happen if Laird's out? And he probably will be, to be fair. Like, I think it's a bit silly if you've got a tight calf and you're still going to play. So I don't think he's going to play. So what is my backup plan if he doesn't play? It would be swinging one of these. Well, not Rosie, because, sorry, I'm talking really quickly. Laird has got a captain's run Saturday, I think morning, early afternoon, that sort of thing. And we just need to find out if he's. I think then we'll find out whether he's not playing or not. If he's not playing or playing, so I think we'll find out before the 1:45 Saturday games and all that. So, what is my plan for Laird if he's out? Well, it's actually pretty simple. Not Rosie because he plays tonight. This is just planning for tomorrow. Swing Taranto onto the bench. You chuck out Laird. put him onto the bench. You just do that. Now Davey's here, and I'll probably just end up fielding Van Rooyen, to be honest. So not much looping this week if I went this route. So Constable is an easy captain if my VC pays off. So yeah, that sort of thing. Dacos is an interesting captain's option, but I mean, they say this every week. Are you going to add to all the coaches? Are you going to pay attention to Nick Dacos this week? Oh, yeah, but we don't want it to affect our structure, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, that's it's just really weird. I think English is going to be a good VC. I think he can run around all day against Ned Reeves and outdo him around the ground. I think Ned Reeves is a good tap ruck, but around the ground he doesn't do a whole heap, and English could just run right. So I think the move would be English to Dacos. I think that would be the move here. So this is what might probably going to look like, to be honest. So look, if we can reset this. Wait, what am I doing? Sorry. So we'll put Davey back into the midfield bench. Put on Taranto. Van Rooyen comes off. We'll count the rookies. Mitchell's 1, Ashcroft's 2, Radicalair and Chandler. We've only got 4 rookies on field. If you want to count Sheasel, then I mean it's just one bad game. Hopefully Melbourne don't tag him this week. That sort of thing. So Ashcroft, I mean, ideally I'd like to upgrade Setterfield at some point. Now, if there's not many rookies that aren't going to make that aren't on much money that are ready to go, then Setterfield might be my avenue as an example to get up to another premium. So that's the backup plan. But with this plan, Cowan would be Chincotta next week and see what we can do. Maybe upgrade Setterfield to a premium there. I don't know what I'd target. Maybe Cornelio. Also, one thing with Cornelio, here's my one red flag, I guess. Cornelio played really well without Tom Green in the side. I'd like to see how he goes this week with Tom Green back in the side. So we'll just say that. But I prefer an experienced body over a young body, and Cornelio's that. So if it would work with my structure, I'd probably do that. Now I'll actually show you the plan that actually has Stephen Cornelio in it, but it's a bit complicated. So, and I don't even remember what the trade was. I've undone so many changes with my side already, so I'm kind of forgetting now. So I think if Davey doesn't get named, it gets a little bit interesting. So this would have to be Davey, I think Cowan, and I think McKenna. You swing, I don't remember how you do this, but you swing Sheasel into the back line, but that gets rid of that defender forward swing there. You bring in Seamus Mitchell. You bring in Mitchell. Just move him into, they moved him to the forward line. That's all right. So you bring in Seamus Mitchell. In this forward line, you bring in Sturt, who I do like, just based on job security. Now, he's playing down forward for a bad side, but I think the talent's there. It's just with Tabner out, Frederick out, there's another bloke that's out, Fife, that sort of thing. So there should be game time being put into Sturt. And then right here, you bring in Caniglio, and that leaves me with 25K in the bank. You make this move, you're getting rid of Cow and you're getting rid of Davey if he doesn't play, and you're still getting rid of McKenna. You bring in these blokes. I actually don't mind Sturt. So, but here's the problem. In this forward line, you'd see Radicalair, Chandler, Sturt, Green, Van Rooyen. You're really, just banking a lot on. You're just having a lot of rookies on field in the forward line, and there's not much of a spread. So, that's what I don't like. And then, so with this plan, if Laird's out, then that's just bring in. So if Laird's out, you just bring in Cornelio, and that's how that would look. Got this back line. You can loop Wilmot and Mitchell, which I like. But this is using another boost, and I have used a lot of trades. So this is an interesting plan, and I'd probably just field Van Rooyen. that sort of thing. So this is a fairly interesting move I could do. But with the amount of trades that I've used, I'm not really sure if I want to do this, to be honest, because my day just works better with the structure. I mean, you just look at these three can all play forward. I don't mind having that loop in the forward line. So ideally that would be the case. But if Sturt was a mid forward, he'd be coming straight into my side. But man, that just hurts that he's just a forward. And then you've got Radaglia, Chandler, Van Roy, and Green, and then Sturt as well. So, and Radaglia doesn't look like he's going to have to go anytime soon. Ideally, I'd like to hold him to the buys and maybe even keep him for ruck cover for the year. Chandler refreshed his cash gen last week. Van Royen's looking good. I don't think he's going to be leaving the side as of yet. Green's still got a bit more money to make, and then you got Sturt. So you'd but I mean, you'd probably be locked into these blokes for a couple of weeks, and I don't really want that, especially when Laird's back next week. I mean, unless you're getting rid of Ashcroft or Ashcroft or Setterfield or something. So yeah, I probably like this other. You just got to trust with what works for your structure and just smart trading. And I think, I mean, you're not getting rid of Cowan here, but you're getting rid of, which I'd prefer to get rid of Cowan, but I'll show you how heartbreaking this is. I think, yeah, I think we're like 25K short. So I think we have to do this. So Wilmot and McKenna, you can make an argument to keep them. But this just works to go the one up, one down trade plans. So, yeah, we'll just go back to this, and this is what will probably happen. Seamus Mitchell in, Will Day, and a couple of my Hawk boys in, which is a bit terrifying, but we'll just have to see how we go. So, yeah, we'll stick with this. All right, we'll set up this team. I don't really want to touch it for a bit because I've just been overthinking all weekend. So I think it's just the smart move. 4 rookies on the field left, so that's pretty good with 22 trades to go. So yeah, and you're passing up Sturt, but I've just got so many forward rookies at this stage. I do like Sturt, but is what it is. We'll have to see what Chincotta and Angwin and Sam Simpson are doing next week. I think Chincotta will probably bring in, but we'll have to see how Angwin and Simpson go. So yeah, I'll probably leave it there, guys. So I'm going to go English and a Dacos. I think English gets a good VC score, so I'm not too shattered about that. Ryan Marshall's is a cheeky vice captain option tonight if you don't have Constable, and there's not really all the loops are early. So Madden's playing 210 Saturday. Roberts playing 210 Saturday. Davey with the extended benches, he could still be the sub. Cowan could be the sub. So I think Bailey Williams scored 133 on Teakle. And if he can do that, Ryan Marshall can do 200. So, but I'm going to go English in a Dacos. I don't trust English as captain just because of that injury history. So he's really going to be just a VC option for me. And I'll make sure he's VC most weeks. Bond could go off, but Nash could do a little bit of work with him. And I think English is just more of a safer one. And then Dacos, he could actually get tagged on Sunday, but I think I'm just really relying on English providing a nice score unless he gets injured. And yeah, this is how we'll set up. We don't need the emergency on Cowan. We will just in case. Johnson can be the emergency. And look, what's probably going to happen is Laird's out. Move Davey for Taranto. Davey goes to the bench. You field Van Royen, and Taranto just comes on field. So for Laird. So I think that's the plan. Thank you guys very much for watching. This is probably a bit of a long video, but I do like my own voice. So no, it's all right. Yeah, this is how we're looking. How do I think I'll go this week? I think it's going to be a down week. For the people that don't have Laird but have Oliver are going to be in for good weeks. I think Oliver's going to go nuts against North Melbourne. Bloody wish I had him. I was flirting with the idea of trading Laird to Oliver, but I just thought, you know what, that's just not smart. So got to stick to smart trades, sticking to your structure, making sure you have comfortable rookies on field. Like all the rookies that are going to be on field this week, including Van Rooyen, I'm pretty comfortable with. So, yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys are having a good day and hope you guys have a great SuperCoach week, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.